Can you imagine being a very famous Hollywood actor and also having a huge physique? These actors that we will see have a body that many would envy, although many will wonder, are they natural or do they use chemicals? Among these 10, some have worked on a great physique for a role in a movie, so the need for a quick physical change forced them to consume steroids, while others have stayed in excellent physical shape throughout their lives, and their result is purely and exclusively from hours of training. Don't forget to subscribe to Bodybuilding World. Right now we will meet the actors with natural physiques and those who have had to abuse chemicals. Top 10. Jason Momoa. Look at the actor famous for his role in Aquaman at 20 years old, weighing only 165 pounds. Very different from now, right? Since his beginnings in the world of cinema in Baywatch to play Jason Iwan, Jason had an athletic physique, but not very muscular. As the years went by, his roles were more of warriors, so an imposing physique was necessary. The first big physical change Jason made was for his role in Conan the Barbarian. For the film, Momoa did 6 hours of training a day, 2 hours of sword training, 3 hours of weights, and 1 hour of cardio. Here, the Hawaiian actor found his love for sports. However, Jason confessed that he did not like the gym. He found it very monotonous and tedious. Jason enjoys other outdoor sports such as surfing or climbing. When he does not have to prepare for a movie, he does these sports that he loves. However, when he has to prepare for a movie, he does weights and a lot of cardio, but without any chemicals, 100% natural. His second major physical transformation was for Aquaman in 2018. With the help of his personal trainer Damian Vieira, Jason had an intense 2 or 3 week workout to achieve an ideal physique, accompanied by a carbohydrate diet for fuel, which makes him always be between 15 and 18% body fat. Top 9. Christian Bale. Christian Bale is known for his incredible physical transformations to adapt to various roles, and that is why he was highly criticized by nutritionists around the world. Throughout his career, Bale has lost and gained approximately 606 pounds, fighting with Matthew McConaughey for the position of the actor with the most drastic and questionable changes in the Hollywood industry. His first big challenge was at 26 years old to star in American Psycho playing a serial killer, which cost him a lot, and he was fascinated by the world of diets and gyms. For this, Bale replaced carbohydrates with protein and trained hard to get good arms and abs. In 2004, Christian participated in The Machinist, playing Trevor Resnick, a mechanic who works as a factory worker. This was undoubtedly the most notable physical change he had, since he played a character with insomnia who begins to hallucinate, so he had to lose 59 pounds, reaching a weight of 119 pounds, and with a height of 5.9 feet. He did it with a daily diet of only apple, tuna, and black coffee, with a caloric intake of between 50 and 250 calories a day, something that was definitely harmful to his health. After this, he again did a limit test to become Batman in the film Batman Begins in 2005, under the direction of Christopher Nolan. For this film, he gained 99 pounds of pure muscle in 6 months. He had to eat like a beast. 8 years later, he played Irving Rosenfeld in American Hustle, a role for which he gained 44 pounds and which took a heavy toll on him. He had to eat a lot of donuts, hamburgers, everything, going from 183 pounds to 227. Even his daughter made fun of him for his belly and bald head. This huge excess weight was added to by a herniated disc that made filming difficult for him. Finally, in 2018 he participated in Vice, where he gained 40 pounds to play George Bush's vice president. After Vice, Bale starred in Le Mans 66 and was forced to lose 68 pounds to be able to play the professional driver Ken Miles. Top 8. Terry Crews. Known for being the face of the Old Spice commercial showing off his impressive physique, and for his role in the 2004 comedy Where the Blondes Are, where he played FBI agent Reginald, he has been playing sports since he was 14. As many know, he was a professional NFL player playing for teams like the Chargers until his retirement in 1997. Upon retiring, Terry gained 22 pounds, which caused him depression. He couldn't run like he used to because of his excess weight, so he started lifting weights and doing pull-ups. Later, it is known that he has combined his routine with intermittent fasting, as well as cardio, and this helped melt the excess fat from his body. From that moment on, he maintained a spectacular, 100% natural physique. Although many believe that he took steroids, the actor and athlete has denied it. His diet is surprising. He gets up at 5 in the morning and doesn't eat anything until 2 in the afternoon, except obviously a protein shake. His routine starts with a heavy workout at the gym with a different muscle group each day and half an hour of cardio, running around 4 miles a day to keep fat levels low. His amazing physique was seen in the movie Brooklyn Nine-Nine, being the only one in the movie who looks like he could actually kick the ass of the worst criminals. Today, at 55 years old, he is in incredible shape. Top 7. Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal has become another one of those actors who have transformed their physique for a role in a spectacular way. Throughout his life, Jake had a fairly normal physique without muscles. In fact, in these photos he looked much less defined, even with a bit of a belly. But this year, at 43 years old, the actor had the enormous opportunity to be the protagonist in the movie Roadhouse. In this film, Jake plays Dalton Elwood, a former UFC fighter who seeks a new beginning by accepting a humble job as a bouncer in a bar located on the picturesque roads of the Florida Keys. In this film, he shared the screen with big names like Conor McGregor and rapper Post Malone. But to play a UFC fighter, he had to get in shape and train in this sport to look like one, which required a great effort on his part. His preparation was done with Jason Walsh, the owner of Rise Nation, a type of training that has as its main base a simple machine, the Versa Climber, which is about doing vertical climbs. This machine has been used by many sports celebrities like LeBron James. With a strict diet, and this type of training that allows him to do a great cardiovascular work, he was able to lose many calories and gain aerobic capacity. This was enough to achieve an incredible physique, where in the film he is seen stronger than ever and showing off incredible muscles. Now, after the success of Roadhouse, he has taken a few months off to recharge his batteries, relax his strict diet, and return to his normal physical state, not so big and defined. Top 6. Chris Hemsworth. Chris's physique certainly impressed everyone in Thor. At 6.2 feet tall, this actor has managed to transform his body. As a young man, he was much thinner, although the photos of his youth on Australian television show an athletic face. He lacked the muscular arms and pectorals that characterize him now. Today, at 40 years old, Hemsworth is a real mountain of muscles. Without a doubt, his international takeoff occurred in 2011 with his leading role in the film Thor, where he showed off a great physique. What helped him the most was surrounding himself with great professionals, such as his personal chef and nutritionist Sergio Pereira, who gave him a diet focused on consuming a large amount of food and ensuring a high protein content with fish, red meat, and broccoli. In addition, he did intermittent fasting and then had 10 meals a day with a total of 4,500 calories. For his training, he had the help of his personal trainer Luke Zocchi and Bobby Holland, his stunt double, both collaborating with each other for his role. They not only gave Hemsworth strength training, but also HIIT sessions and sports like boxing to improve his cardiovascular performance to gain agility. Just 2 months of hard training in the gym lifting weights was enough. It cannot be denied that Chris has great genetics either. His father, Craig Hemsworth, at 70 years old, has an impressive physique, just like his father. Chris has revealed in an interview that it is thanks to his father that he trains so much, as he has memories of training with him when he was very young. This year he continued to surprise with his body playing Dementis in the film Furiosa. The only difference is that he looks ugly in the film, playing a man with long hair accompanied by a very scruffy beard. However, it is his biceps and pectorals that give him away behind this bearded man. Today, he stays in shape by training in the gym at his home that he shares with Elsa, who show him on their social networks. Top 5. Jason Statham. At 56 years old, Jason Statham has an incredible physique. Compared to other actors, he is not very big and heavy, but he has an athletic body that allows him to participate in action movies. From a very young age, Jason played sports. He played soccer and diving, and he was an Olympic athlete and specialized in ornamental diving, so he was always in good physical shape. And that is why he worked as a model for various sports brands. It was at 31 years old that he debuted as an actor, getting his first role in Lock and Stock in 1998. His great physical change came in 2007, when he took his diet and training plan to another level, losing more than 15 pounds in the process. And even at 56 years old, the actor is all muscle. His diet is based on protein-rich foods, such as chicken, fish, nuts, and oats. But he follows a strict rule. He does not eat anything after 7 p.m., and he limits himself to a maximum of 2,000 calories a day, avoiding alcohol and flour. Regarding his training, it is a combination of cardio, hypertrophy, and calisthenics routines to achieve the most balanced physique possible. Currently, he practices kickboxing, taekwondo, wushu, and jiu-jitsu, which allows him to perform the amazing action scenes we see on screen. Top 4. Sylvester Stallone. As we all know, Sylvester rose to fame in 1976 with the release of the Rocky saga. Until that year, the actor was unknown in Hollywood. In the film, he looked muscular and young, with a 100% natural face. Nothing compared to the large number of cosmetic operations he has now at 76 years old. His physical condition was enviable, with all his muscles marked. And as the saga went on, Stallone was seen to be getting bigger and bigger, having gained a few kilos since Rocky III. For Rocky IV, he did a great routine to burn fat and gain muscle. He did it through a lot of boxing and gym work, which was a very difficult process. He followed a very high protein diet and consumed up to 25 cups of coffee a day, something very dangerous, lowering his fat level to just 2.9%. Then, in 1982, he was presented with the opportunity in the Rambo saga. As we know, Rambo 2 was set in a Vietnamese jungle, so Sylvester had to train intensely for 11 months to achieve the convincing physique of a Vietnam veteran who was an expert in survival. For this role, he trained 4 hours a day while receiving lessons in combat, firearms use, and archery. And this is not to mention the danger he faced when filming scenes such as the one in which he was submerged in sewage, or when he had to climb the hill covered in mud. Although he had a great physique in Rambo 1, for Rambo 2, he had gained a lot of volume and definition in his arms, chest, and abs. Do you wonder if he ever used steroids? In 2007, he was convicted of importing a banned human growth hormone from China to Australia. 48 vials of the drug were found in his luggage at customs. He also had testosterone without a prescription. To make Rambo, Stallone gained 40 pounds using prescription testosterone. In 2010, he participated in The Expendables, where at 60 years old his physical condition remained intact. And so it was during the following years until today, when at 76 years old he continues to fight against the passage of time and shares on social networks some of his routines to stay in spectacular shape. Top 3. Dwayne Johnson. Known for having been a figure in WWE, since childhood he was always corpulent and very tall. Today, with his 6.43 feet and 52 years old, he has a surprising physique as a result of his daily work. Through his Instagram with more than 340 million followers, he usually shares his workouts from his private gym that he calls Iron Paradise. Currently, he continues to exercise that area. He also shares his diet, which is based on 6,000 calories a day spread over 7 meals. One of the main foods in his diet is cod, which contains arginine, is a good ally for the muscles. Today he still has a great muscular physique of 260 pounds. However, this was not always that of a bodybuilder. Many years ago, before becoming an American wrestling star, he looked very thin and with hardly any muscles, as can be seen in this photo that we have rescued from social networks. At just 20 years old, he had longer hair, and his biceps were literally half what they are now. Recently, he had to make a large caloric deficit for 2 years to play Black Adam in the film of the same name. He has further optimized his diet and training, as he had to lose a few kilos to fit into the Black Adam suit in the best possible condition. Top 2. Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno, known for his role as Hulk, was a famous bodybuilder before becoming a successful actor. From a young age, Lou faced great challenges, losing much of his hearing due to an inner ear infection. However, being a very insecure young man, he found his inspiration in superhero comics and began weight training at the age of 13, forging a path that would lead him to become one of the most legendary bodybuilders in the world. Lou Ferrigno had a striking and recognizable physique, standing out for his great height, bulky muscles, and harmonious proportions. At 6.43 feet tall, he reached a weight of about 284 pounds outside of competition, maintaining a remarkable muscular definition and a low level of body fat. One of the most iconic moments of Ferrigno's career was his participation in the Mr. Olympia, where he faced Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1974 and 1975, events that were reflected in the documentary Pumping Iron. However, his life changed when he was offered the iconic role of Hulk in The Incredible Hulk in 1988, a role that would make him famous and make him an excellent actor, participating in films such as Instant Death. Currently 72 years old, he still has a great physique and continues to train every day. Top 1. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who doesn't know Arnold Schwarzenegger? Inspired by the great American bodybuilder and actor Stephen Reeves, at the age of 17 he began competing with great success. He trained every day and even skipped the funerals of his father and brother to train. As he became more successful, he emigrated to the United States, and the rest is history. Here, Arnold won 7 Mr. Olympias, being the youngest man in the world to win that award. He had an amazing physique, which stood out for its combination of size, symmetry, and muscle definition. With a height of 6.2 feet and a weight of 249 pounds in his prime, he had strong points such as a broad chest, perfectly sculpted biceps, and a relatively narrow waist that gave him a classic V shape. With so many titles, he decided to end his bodybuilding career in 1975 to fulfill his other dream of being an actor. His first appearance on camera was in 1969 with the film Hercules in New York, and little by little he grew in small films. In 1982, he starred in the unforgettable film Conan the Barbarian, which catapulted him to international fame. 2 years later came the first of his 5 appearances in Terminator. In 1991, he participated in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, which became the highest-grossing film of the year. As if acting were not enough, he entered politics in the Republican Party in 1988. In 2003, he was elected as the 38th governor of California, giving up his salary of $175,000 a year. In 2012, he returned to the cinema and acted in The Expendables 2 alongside Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone, who were also his partners in Planet Hollywood, a chain of themed American food restaurants they founded in New York in 1991. Today, at 77 years old, the actor continues to train daily to stay in shape, as it is a very important part of his life. Which physique surprised you the most? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Bodybuilding World for more fitness and bodybuilding content.